Hi, welcome. Look where we are. We're in the forest. It's wonderful out here. I love it out here. And the forests are a special place for practitioners of Taoist energy arts. And I think one of the main reasons for that is there's just so much qi around us everywhere. There's all these trees that have their own energy fields. There's life everywhere, and our own energy field can resonate with those energy fields. And it's a great way to understand who we are as energetic beings, because that's really, what the Taoists were about, was understanding who we are as energy, right? Who we truly are, the true self, and where that comes from. And the best way to do that is go out into a place like this, into nature, where the pre-celestial original qi is really strong, the qi of heaven and earth is strong, and interact with it. And so through history, many Taoists have discovered ways, methods and techniques for learning how to interact with energy around us and learning how to harmonize with the natural world in a very profound way. And so today I want to talk about one of those methods, and one of those methods is called the 自然环气法, otherwise known as Taoist Walking. So Taoist Walking is an important part of what I teach and the lineage that I'm from, and what my teacher Wang teaches. Taoist Walking is a way of exchanging energy with the natural environment, right? It's a way of synchronizing our own energy field and the yin and yang qi with the cosmos, with the greater natural, the cosmic natural world, the cosmic natural realm, right? And like everything like so many things that Taoists brought to us, there's a way of doing it, right? And so over the generations, there was a way that was developed to get the most out of that interaction. And so with Taoist Walking, there is a procedure. And Taoist Walking is a very rich practice. And today we'll just go into the basics of it. We'll just go into the basics. First thing, when we start, there's basically 5 things we need to do initially when we're first doing our first session of Taoist Walking. And there's many other things we can begin to layer on, right? So the first thing is, when we start, we stand, look to the horizon. You can call this the 1,000-yard gaze. It's not a stare, it's just a gaze, right? So our eyes, we're looking out to the horizon as far as you can, and then just allow the focus of the eyes to relax. This is important, this first step. If at any time during our practice of Taoist Walking we notice that our gaze has come forward, or maybe it's in front of our step, or it's off to the side looking at all the beautiful trees and scenery, then chances are we've gone off into random thoughts. And remember, Taoist Walking is a practice. We're going deep into a meditative state, and we want to stay there for the complete session. So if you do, say, 45 minutes to an hour of Taoist Walking, it's pretty intense for both mind and body. It's not just a nice walk in the woods, it's a practice. Keeping our eyes on the horizon will let us know when we're in the zone or not, okay? And so with eyes open in the distance, then we start walking. Second thing, we start walking, right? And we start walking as quickly as we can. So this is not a slow, gentle, mindful way of walking, which is often a practice within Buddhism and some other lineages, traditions. For what we're doing, we want to walk fast. And there's reason for that. There's really good reason. I'm not going to go into it on this video. It takes too long to go into it. It's not really that necessary. Just trust me. Walk fast. And I'm going to show you how fast. Are you ready? Okay. So I'm going to show you basically how fast we walk. You walk at a good clip. Turn around. right? That's how fast we walk. So that's the second thing, we walk. Now the third thing we do is we coordinate our breathing with our steps. And we count to do that. Okay? So what I mean is we're going to breathe in for a certain amount of steps and then breathe out for a certain amount of steps. And that's going to help us regulate our natural breathing. And this is very important for Taoist walking. Now, usually to begin with, we will start with a count of 3. Then the next one up from that is 6. So you can also do a count of 6. And then if you're breathing, if you have a developed breathing practice already, then you can give 12 a try, or even 24. But you're walking fairly fast, right? And so that means if you're breathing to 3, you go inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. And 6. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you count inside your head. You don't say it out loud, right? Mouth, it can be gently open or closed. Tongue touches the palate as we're doing that breathing. So use the nose for that. So we're breathing through the nose. And that'll begin tuning us into, that's going to tune us into the walking. That's going to tune us into where we need to go. Now the fourth thing we're going to do is once we get the breath coordinated with the walking, then we're going to begin, and that can take a while. It can take 5, 10, 15 minutes to do that. The fourth step is we're going to start doing some body pore breathing, right? So the whole pores of the body are going to begin contracting and expanding with the walking. Now, if you've done other practices with Wang Ping or myself, body pore breathings will be very familiar. We're using that exact same practice, but we're doing it walking. If you're not familiar, I'll just go over it quickly. There's other videos and resources you can go to learn that. But basically, when we breathe in, whole body pores contract inwards. When we breathe out, whole body pores expand outwards. And what that does is it begins bringing qi from the natural world inside and releasing turbid qi from inside out. And we use the body pores of the body is the point where we're bringing the qi in and expelling qi outwards. That's the boundary of the human universe, right? And I won't go into any much more detail on body pore breathing. It's a very rich and deep practice on its own. And so this is where you bring in the body pore breathing. And when you're first working with the Taoist walking, we do body pore breathing for quite a while. There are other levels of practice with this, but we're outside the range of this video. I just want to give you a video where you can get started, right? So first thing, you eyes to distance, right? Second thing, you start walking at a brisk pace. Third, we coordinate the breath with the steps, right? Either 3, 6, 12, or 24. And then the fourth, we begin body pore breathing, right? You don't have to do body pore breathing right away. You can let the breathing become regular, and you're getting the counting. Even just counting the breath with our steps takes focus and is a practice, right? That is tricky enough, right? Just to focus on that, not lose count, stay there. And so once we get good at that, then we can begin doing body pore breathing. And then, let's see, number 5, once we feel comfortable with the body pore breathing, we can begin expanding our neidan, our awareness, out of the body pores as we breathe outward in a sphere around us, as far as we can get our awareness out behind for 3-dimensional sphere. And then when we breathe in, breathe our awareness, our neidan, and the qi from around us, from our surroundings, into our body pores and inside the body. So breathe out, qi from body releases through all body pores. Breathe in, qi from all directions, compress into whole body pores. And this is really fun. This is another dimension of the practice that can really open things up. But you don't need to do that, right? So that's the 5th step for right now in terms of this video. But start with the breathing, get the breathing properly coordinated, and then get the body pores in there, right? Get them going. And then if you want, you can play around with neidan and qi, right? And when you get this practice right, it's profound. It really is. And you can do it anywhere. You can do it in the city. You know, I'm in a really nice park here around my house in Vancouver. Beautiful park here. And you don't need to be in a natural situation like this. There's nature everywhere, right? And just it's up to us to tune into the energy field around us and resonate with that, and pay attention to how you feel. Feel how your body feels. Feel how you feel before, during, and after the practice, and just have fun with it. Now, before we go, there are some postural requirements, which I'll just go over very briefly. They go quite in depth, but just very briefly. For this practice, we're going to practice with our chest open, which is usually pretty rare. Usually we want to relax the chest and sink down. For this, we're going to open the chest, right? And the arms will swing behind us as we're walking, right? So swing behind us. This opens up the tips of the lungs, the wings of the lungs, right? So there's acupuncture meridians that go through. The lung meridian, right, ends here. This is opening that up. It's also opening the front channel, right? Opening that up. And also, the legs are fairly straight, right? And the arms are straight. And you just go. You pick a good clip and you just go. Also, it's easier to start this practice when it's straight. If you have a winding path, it's trickier to keep your balance, your focus. But other than that, yeah, just have fun with it. It's a wonderful practice. It's great for breathing. It's great for our physical health and vitality, but it can also go very deep into Taoist energy practice. And so give it a try, and I hope you enjoy it.